When Metro Exodus released, guys, I got myself a copy of the game and started playing this pretty visceral, immersive story that, of course, made myself kind of uncomfortable while I was playing it. Not only from some of the horror elements of it, but also just the elements of the environments, the cold weather, the very claustrophobic types of areas that you were somewhat exploring at times throughout the course of the game. And I thought that it was actually a pretty underrated game for what it was, even though Metro has been a series that's gone on now for quite some time. But I wanted to talk about Metro Exodus, and is there going to be a sequel to this game moving forward? So let's talk about it. So guys, in an article that was written by Chris Capel of PC Games, the sequel to Metro Exodus is in development. It's only been a few months, of course. The Metro Exodus, of course, guys, came out, was critically acclaimed, third game in the Metro 2033 series, so we certainly didn't expect to hear about the next game from developer 4A Games for a while. Well, we've actually got just that thanks to publisher THQ Nordic, as not only are 4A Games working on a new game, it's a new Metro game, no less. THQ Nordic CEO Lars Wingefors spoke with investors today, and in a presentation he revealed that not only was a new Saints Row game well into development, but that the sequel to Metro Exodus was already being worked on by series creators 4A Games. So number one, guys, it's pretty cool that a new Saints Row game is going to be coming on. We've made some content based around Saints Row on the YouTube channel, so you guys should definitely check that out. Number two, though, is for, of course, with this video, Metro Exodus, guys, has a sequel that is going to be coming out from, of course, 4A Games, which is pretty awesome that this was something that already got greenlit. So at the end of the day, a Metro Exodus continuation or whatever, it's going to be, guys, has already been greenlit. So that should give you some real clarification that an excitement, if you're a big Metro fan, that they're going to be making a continuation of this series and it's already been greenlit. We had previously heard that the team was working on an undisclosed AAA project, but up until this point, we were unaware that plans were in place for a fourth Metro 2033 game. Metro Exodus seemed to be a success. In fact, in the report for the investor meeting, THQ Nordic notes how well Deep Silver, which it owns, did last quarter, which the publisher attributes to the continued strength of Metro Exodus. While the reveal of a new Metro game wasn't in that report, despite revelations about Saints Row 5, Time Splinters 4, and Dead Island 2, Twitter user Nathan, who sat in on the investor presentation, noted the announcement about 4A Games' next project. He tweeted saying, Volition's new Saints Row game is well into development, and 4A Games is indeed working on the next Metro game, Wingefors said during the investor presentation. So, despite the continued growth and critical success of the series, the reveal of a new Metro game is still a little surprising. The entire premise of Metro Exodus was about getting away from the Metro, and without spoiling anything, the events that occur do make a sequel difficult. So, look, at the end of the day, guys, I think that having a sequel to Metro Exodus, I think that he's right that, we don't know where they're planning on going with, of course, the continuation here. Is it a Metro Exodus 2, or is it just going to be something completely new? Are they going to go further in the future, maybe in the past somewhat, somewhere else? Who knows what they're planning on doing? I don't think it would be as hard as what he, as Chris is saying, it might be kind of tough, based on the ending of Metro Exodus, but I think that there's a lot more that they could still explore in this universe, in my personal opinion, that you could continue somewhere else, a completely new, timeline. Maybe it ties in at some point or another to Metro Exodus. Who knows? All I know, guys, is that I'm excited that they have a continuation that's going to be coming out, and it's been confirmed. However, here's the one thing that I think for this series to progress and continue, in my opinion, they've really got to stress or kind of put some emphasis on not only the single player story, but also that of co-op and multiplayer, I believe, to make it a full package deal to get people to come back over and over again to this series. This is a game in a series that seems like it would be primed for almost like a battle royale mode in the Metro Exodus world. I think it would be something that would be a really cool idea, but even at that, having multiple multiplayer modes, having some co-op modes, guys, I think would be really cool. I think having a full package as well as, you know, having that single player experience is really important, because most of us are there for the single player experience. But of course, if you're a big Metro fan, you're going to want to come back to it after beating the game a couple of times, and that being like a multiplayer and co-op modes could certainly do that. Especially playing with my friends, I think that would be something I would absolutely love. But I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you guys want to see in Metro Exodus 2 or the next Metro game? Let me know what you guys think. And for more Metro content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.